Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Kyle, and today my boys are back, X and Huey. It's glad to have you back in the studio.
Yes, sir. Glad to be back.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Hello.
I was just about to go off because your mic was still muted. Today we're joined by 3 guest hosts. We have Ghost, Snow, and Chef Nasty. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello.
Well, first up, X, give us what we missed this week. Let us know what's happening.
All right. Well, first thing I had on my list is Epic Game Store is going to continue giving away free games every week for the whole year of 2024.
Every week?
Yes.
Free?
They did their mystery game thing the end of last year, and the last game they gave away was the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Oh, that's a hidden gem. Has anybody played that?
No, I haven't played it, so I was glad to be able to pick it up for free.
Please play that. The writing carries that game. Like, even though the combat it was good, but not as good as it could have been because you're just controlling one character. I would have been able to switch between all 4 of them, but the writing is definitely like the high point in that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, they I don't think they're going to be huge games every time, but still, free is free. I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
More things to add to the backlog.
Yes, my huge backlog. Oh my gosh.
I remember being broke and a teenager with barely nothing, playing the same 2 games.
And now I've got like over, I don't know, probably between all the console and PC, probably like 400 games.
Yeah, exactly. With no time to play them all.
There's no way I can play them. I'm not even interested in some of them anymore.
Basically how it goes. I'm like, do I even really just want to, spin up a new game, or do I want to play this old game that I've been playing for like the past 5 years?
Yeah, my other thing was, speaking of backlog, I got some more games.
Oh, God.
Humble Bundle, they do PC game bundles. And they had Midnight Suns for this month.
Another reason to get a PC, Huey. You don't get them bundles on console.
Midnight Suns was the headliner, but they got a lot of other pretty good games in here that I'm interested in. But I got Midnight Suns because I was interested in it, but I didn't want to pay that much for it. Now it's only $12 with the bundle, and now I've already played like 24 hours.
Really? How is it?
Yes, I actually really enjoy it.
Oh, okay. I know it debuted with some plenty of bugs and some performance issues, I think.
Well, I've been enjoying it. There's like it's turn-based combat, so I know you probably would hate it.
Absolutely not. But I'm still willing to play Baldur's Gate.
But it's very flashy turn-based combat. It looks good.
Oh, okay.
And then you can go spend time with the other heroes back at the Abbey, like a hub kind of area. And there's some minor exploration and minor puzzles to do as well. But I've been enjoying the time. Combat's fun. I like trying to get like ratings. I like trying to get the 3 stars for everything.
Oh, okay.
Funny thing is, though, in the game so far, I hate all the Avenger characters.
Really?
Yes, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm used to them and like their types of humor. But I'm just like, let me play as the Midnight Suns characters instead.
Is it like the Marvel-esque type writing?
Yeah, to an extent. But some of the characters are really weird. Like Blade's, like he's doing book club and yoga and all this other stuff.
Yoga?
Yeah, but
Yoga?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's kind of weird. I haven't really talked to him that much though.
Huey,
because of that. I'm like,
Blade, please tell me the lore and if yoga is involved with that character.
No, in the game they make him like pretty sensitive, and he's like got a crush on someone. He doesn't want to tell them. Like, oh,
what?
It's very high school-esque.
Yes, it's what it's sounding like.
I don't recall this in any of the live-action films.
But yeah, other than there's some cringy dialogue, but I mean, I've been enjoying the gameplay, so I'm not going to complain. I've got 24 hours and like 3 days, so.
Oh yeah, man, you've been playing the heck out of
I've
that
been playing the crap out. But yeah, good cheap bundle there. Because before, I think the cheapest it was like 23 or something like that, $23.
Okay. Yeah, that's a steal.
And then the last thing I have is kind of like, I guess, a topic we can all give our input on here. But it said, an article said the UK police are investigating an alleged sexual assault of a teenage girl in a VR metaverse, in what seems to be the first criminal investigation of its kind. So, thoughts on that? She says that she was in VR, and people are assuming it's the metaverse, and that other characters came up and touched her avatar inappropriately.
I mean, on the one hand, you shouldn't be touched, or have somebody come up to you and say obscene things that you can't run away from.
But you can, because it's
That's
a
true.
VR game. That's
true. Just go to another server.
But yeah, this seems a little absurd to me
That's
that
true.
you would even bother investigating this. I mean, at this point, I could start reporting people for killing me in Call of Duty or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
GTA, you know,
yeah, that
harassed on there.
GTA, right? You definitely get harassed on GTA.
Yeah, I mean, and you see the things they're doing in damn Fortnite, man. Like you see these videos online with these little kids just, going at it with each other,
Nah, just leave that to terms of service and don't get law enforcement involved in this.
literally, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Twerk on other characters, bro. It's
Just terms of service, put a report button in there or something, and just leave the game. Just go to another lobby or something, man.
It's funny.
Yeah, just report the person.
No
Sorry.
way this could be criminalized as a real sexual assault. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too far. But like I said, it's funny you bring that up because I did watch a documentary on this kid who was like a group of kids who were being groomed inside of VR chat, and I'm like, guys, you can just not go. You don't have to go and see this person like she was, getting them to send her like nudes and stuff like that. Like she had emotional control over them, I guess, but
I think this extends. I mean, at what point is it just like the chat function, the online feature?
Exactly.
That's the it's not the game. You could do that with like a chat, like a message board or something like that.
Also, how do you know how old they were?
No, the girl.
Yeah,
I just said teenager. I think 16 or below, something like that.
some of these.
That's what I'm saying. You let your kid get exposed to whatever.
Yeah.
That's. And I'm sure there's limitations.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure there's limitations for certain games or like any social media thing. There's always an age limit, whether you follow it or not.
Yeah, exactly. I also just feel like teaching your child basic, internet safety should be a big thing.
Right.
Just letting your child have unfettered access to the online world should be classified under abuse because it's a wild west out here. It really is.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It has nothing to do with the game itself. It's just a internet problem.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a background to this, because there is mention in one of the games, Meta. There's a bad record when it comes to protecting children and teenagers. There have been previous incidents where they've been reported virtual sexual crimes. So this is not new. This happened before.
And someone else was claiming, or someone reported from Metaverse that there's a feature in the Metaverse that allows you to put a personal boundary around you so that no one can get close to you anyway.
Yeah.
So it seems like if you're worried about that, they've already got that established. So just turn that off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or just stop interacting with those spaces.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't have anything else to say about that. That's insane to me.
Yeah, I thought if they criminalize something like that, then there's so much more that could things could go really bad for online interactions.
I understand.
It's 6 o'clock.
Sorry.
No, in response to this, so the UK recently published a year-old law called the Online Safety Bill, which is supposed to help, but some people have said that the online safety bill, the legislation, is not enough to help children and adults from protection online because it focuses more on the content that people publish online rather than the actions that they commit online.
I don't know. I don't know if getting, like I said, law enforcement or government involved will really do anything. I think it goes down to, like Kyle was saying, parenting. You got to be able to control what your child, not even control, just know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And prepare them for these kind of situations so they know what to do.
Actually, got a little bit of background noise, by the way.
Oh, apologies. Yeah, just
Is what?
prepare them. I said prepare them for these kind of situations so they know what to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I just imagine taking that call as a cop. So how you want me to track this person down? Well, his name is Beelzebub78. Oh no.
His avatar was Shrek.
The cops got 1,000 other things under their belt. You just adding on virtual harassment? No, sorry. That's report them. Get out of those spaces, children. Stay out of those spaces. They're not for you. Or they're not even for adults. But did you have anything else?
That's all I had.
Oh, okay. Well, I had something that I did want to discuss, but also Star Citizen, the space sim that we all know and love. People have called this game a scam, and everything else. But they are introducing a $48,000 ship bundle for those interested. This pack will arrive in the first quarter of 2024, so I know you guys are excited about that.
I'm sure Huey is.
Also, this bundle is only available for those who have already spent $1,000. So,
oh my god,
perfect for Huey. But yeah, I like Star Citizen.
$48,000.
Yeah, I like Star Citizen. It's no game does what it does, but I'm not gonna pretend like this is like insane.
That's absurd, dude.
Like this is ridiculous. Like it's also ridiculous the fact that they've raised over 600 million crowdsourced for a game, which tells you how desperate people are for something like this. And you definitely have my attention. I remember watching Star Citizen back when I was in high school. Is actually what made me want to get a PC. But yeah, I just thought that was absurd. I also wanted to talk about this game that's coming up, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and how fans are not really excited. Like they're completely turned off by the live actions, the live service model of the game. And I think it's completely warranted. But you know how gamers take things way too far. I am disappointed because I already know what happens when you start talking about live service. That means that on the back end, microtransactions are going to be flooding it. Rocksteady has made some great. Made the Arkham series. I mean, pretty sure everybody in here has played that. Huey, I've seen him play it multiple times, constantly. But yeah, it's been 8 years since Rocksteady made those series, and after 8 years, this is what you come up with. This is what you had cooking in the oven the entire time.
Yeah, I don't know if it might not even been Rocksteady's idea, because I know a lot of times it's just like the publisher idea.
Yeah, but then
that's the problem.
Well, my thing is, so what stopped them? All of a sudden, WB. I guess what I was thinking was maybe this game was made, or its concept was created back when live service was doing great. A lot has changed in like the past 10 years. So maybe this game was in its inception, they were thinking about doing a live service model, and then by the time they finished, people were sick and tired of it, which sucks, I know. But I disagree with how heavy the criticism is, because it is still Rocksteady. I mean, they have made quality games in the past, but I'm just still disappointed by the live service aspect of it, especially after just seeing all 4 characters using nothing but guns, when all of these 4 characters are unique by themselves. I can see Deathstroke and Harley Quinn using guns, but what's the other guy? Shark, I think that's what they just call him, and
the boomerang guy who has a boomerang.
Yes,
that's his one ability.
Yes, and he's using a shotgun on most.
And he's using a shotgun, and he has the speed of the Flash. How?
Because in the main story, didn't it show that boomerang actually? I can't remember, and I don't want to just say, but I'm pretty sure that boomerang was related to the Speed Force, because didn't they break in somewhere and steal all that equipment?
Yeah, they stole it from a museum.
Yeah, right, which is also
a little absurd.
Yes, exactly. Like, I feel like
keep this high-powered
like
stuff in a museum, literally just behind a pane of glass.
I ain't lying. What's to stop a kid from breaking that? Just a regular thug coming in there, breaking that, and getting that boomerang. Yeah, I don't want to be too critical. I have not had hands-on. That's my New Year policy, is to not be so overly critical of something I have not touched yet. But I don't like what I'm seeing. I also had taken a picture of like some of the comments people were saying about the game. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. One guy said, 8 years since Arkham Knight. I was waiting for a serious, well-written, and well-crafted single-player experience like it. And all we get is a mindless, so-called live service, microtransaction-filled online looter shooter with bullet sponge enemies and damage numbers flying around. My disappointment is immeasurable. Another comment said, I love the part where Batman pulled an assault rifle and said, say hello to my little friend. Somebody else said, looks like the type of game you'd buy in the bargain bin a few years after it released. And then another guy said, love it, see the community coming together to show them we don't need any more of these live service cash grabs. So as you can see, the community is not happy about this crap, and I'm so happy to see gamers stepping up, realizing this is bullcrap. We don't want it. But if the game has great weapon design, it has dynamic missions where I do not feel like this is a chore to get on every day. They're not repetitive. If they have plenty of in-game content, because you're promising me a live service product, so I expect live service quality. Who I can relate that to is the Division 2 did a great job as far as giving me great weapons. Missions were repetitive, but watching your build grow as you go through the game is really fun. If the game has something similar to that, I can see myself sinking about 100 hours easily in. But me just going into a crate, pulling out a weapon that looks exactly the same as the weapon I'm already using, and it's just color coded to be legendary instead of, common, we're gonna have a problem. And we're gonna have an emergency episode immediately after. I don't even care if you're working, you're coming home.
Have that mic on you at all times.
Be ready at all times. But yeah, Chef, I knew that you were thinking about getting this game. What do you think?
Well, I got the same kind of sort of policy as you do. Don't be too critical about things I haven't gotten my hands on. And I did see that Rocksteady does have a hand in it, so I'm kind of hopeful. I have not really looked into the game that much because I enjoy going into things blind, not having a predisposition about some things. So hopefully it's not a complete waste of, what do they charge for games now, $70?
Yes.
Hopefully it's not a complete waste of $70. Certainly will not be buying a deluxe edition off of the PlayStation Store for $99. That's not happening. But
what comes with it? Do you know?
I don't know. I saw the price tag and I immediately exited. I said I do not care what comes with that. I'm not paying $100 for something that 3 years ago was only $70. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's another
So-
thing that makes me hesitant to buy now, is because $70 is a lot of that's a lot of money to give up just on one thing. Like you want something like that to carry you. I don't know, what, about 50 to 60 hours do you think you've gotten your money's worth out of a game?
Yeah, like
Depends on the game, but yeah. I also feel like, especially with like microtransactions, you can't tell me $70 and then give me $20
Absolutely.
cosmetic microtransactions.
Absolutely.
That's absurd. Make it free and then make me pay $20 for like the
exactly.
finals.
Now I don't feel so bad. And then I'll spend $2,000. Don't even realize it over the
I
course
cannot.
But yeah. Huey, what do you think? You just give up money like it's nothing. So give us your rundown of this.
I watched the trailers. I wasn't really interested, to be honest. I was really interested in the Suicide Squad video game.
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
Like I had no interest of
Oh, okay.
playing a Suicide Squad video game. I understand why they went in this direction, because obviously after Batman Nightfall, I mean, there's not much you could do. I mean, comic-wise, after Batman Nightfall, Azrael takes over, but I don't think that would have been appealing, like at all, like to put it in a video game. Like I think people would be interested in Azrael as the main character. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was hoping like 4-player co-op, story-driven, like a skill tree, not like a looter shooter. That's
Yeah, I
what I was
understand.
hoping for. Like I'm like, I love the Division, but Jesus Christ, I spend 20 minutes in my bag trying to optimize my build, trying to squeeze out 5% more critical hit. I'm sorry, I'm tired of being in my bag. I'm tired of doing math. I'm tired of looking at numbers. I just want to hop in and play. Unlock with a perk system, skill tree, something simple, and just something fun to play with friends. Now is another game I'm trying to turn a job.
Do you remember those old like X-Men and Marvel games that were like top-down co-op? Those were pretty fun. I feel like that design will work pretty well for that too.
Absolutely.
Looking at the bundles now on the PlayStation Store, it's not like I don't think it's worth the price at all.
So you talking about what bundle?
Like what's included in both Suicide Squad. So the standard edition, so that includes the full game and classic outfits, but for deluxe edition, it's the full game, classic outfits, Justice League outfits, free black mask, notorious weapons, squad gold weapon dolls, a battle pass token. You get 72-hour early access before launch, and no shade color swatches for £100.
Color swatches.
Yeah, color swatches. Yeah.
The early access always kills me. I love that.
I cannot. I'm sorry. I hate. Did you mention weapons? Did they say weapons or something like that?
Yeah, free black mask, notorious weapons.
Yeah, and you know what? Those weapons are going to be obsolete by the end game, because you're going to, unless you can optimize them and keep the same weapon, but just upgrade its rarity. But more than likely, they're going to be obsolete. You're going to enjoy them for about 2 or 3 hours at the beginning, but that's it. But yeah, I'm so tired of these deluxes, and they're not even feeling like deluxes. It just feels like scams at this point. But yeah, that was all I had. Do you have anything else, X? You were done right as well.
I mean, I was just thinking maybe we could get Huey to build a PC by calling each individual part a microtransaction.
That's the only.
Or he could just get the premium edition and he'll get the full pre-built PC.
Exactly. We were trying to get him to get like he did not want a lower end or not even a medium build, bro. So
He wants to go all out. Why? You're dipping your toes in.
No, because I want a PC that will last for a very long time. So I prefer to just buy a high-end performance PC.
It will last a long time regardless.
True.
And I'll use it for work as well, not just gaming.
What are you working on? Supercomputers?
No, I just like.
Clearly not the way he's acting with this MacBook. You know how hard
Oh,
it is to
Lord.
do that mic?
You need 6 adapters for it.
You have to buy. I have to buy an adapter for it, which is ridiculous.
Oh my
Because
God. I'm more sick of the Mac at this point. Like, I don't know. You're gonna have to give me the specs on this Mac because I have to see it at this point.
yeah, it's the MacBook. It's the MacBook Air 2020.
I'll look
That's
at it
why.
later.
It still has two USB-C jacks on the left and one headphone jack on the right. So right now, I'm currently using a USB-C adapter, 7-in-1 adapter.
Hmm.
So it has USB-C, USB-B, and a HDMI jack as well.
Sell that thing and just get a PC. Moving
Yeah,
on.
but
What you say?
well, no, free bucket gone.
Moving on. Chef Nasty. What
Yes,
do you
sir.
have for us today?
Well, in light of all the crappy things we've been talking about, some good things actually to start off. These two go hand in hand actually. So I got a couple older women. One is 81, 83, and then the other one is 93 actually. So the 93-year-old just recently, in 2020, became the oldest gamer ever alive. Right?
What?
Oh.
Yeah, she got the Guinness World Record for it, actually. She was born in February 18th, 1930. So, yeah, that's a long time, but she goes by her online alias of Gamer Grandma. She's got
wow.
Love it.
she's got a YouTube channel. Currently, I believe it's 600,000 subscribers, subscribers on YouTube.
Lord.
But she plays
What a
plays all
queen.
the. Yeah, I know. What
You
a
need to
great
recruit.
person. She plays all the up to date games. Like she's got her classic favorites like Super Mario Brothers and stuff like that, Final Fantasy. But she does play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. She plays Grand Theft Auto 5. She live streams as well.
That's
So,
a
yeah.
age.
Listen, I would lay my life down on the line for this woman.
And if you think that's cool, I'll tell you about the 81-year-old who lives in Chile, right? So a little backstory on her. Recently, her husband died in 2020. I don't know why, but her husband died, and she was feeling very lonely. So her grandson, her 20-year-old grandson, actually set her up with a gaming PC, a couple monitors, and just a decent rig, whatever. And she started playing a game called Free Fire, I believe. Yes, Free Fire. And what do you say?
I've never heard of that.
It's a free to play game. But yeah, she plays in her small village in Chile, but she is actually on the second highest difficulty that there is to play that game, right? Yeah, that's awesome. So after that, she visited Mexico City as a Free Fire ambassador for the game's anniversary celebrations.
Free?
So
Oh.
who is this lady?
I was like, what is this game? Because I'm about to look it up
Oh.
right now.
Yeah, so she was this was a cost-free trip to her, and it was her first time outside of Chile. So
wow.
that's
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's a game.
And yeah, on top of that, she was named one of Chile's 100 most important older people by the local newspaper.
That's what I
Oh.
aspire to be. One of the generation's greatest minds. Statue.
Uh-huh.
My gosh.
This Free Fire
All right.
looks like I'm looking at like just some pictures. It looks similar to Fortnite a little bit.
Mhm.
Characters or like PUBG, somewhere around that line. But yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for it a little bit on the internet, but I couldn't find much about it. But I don't know. Apparently, she's really good at it, and they love her over there. So, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Next up on the list, we have a man arrested in Florida for trying to marry a 16-year-old girl from Ohio.
The two meme states.
Yeah, tell me about it. So what happened was this guy meets this 16-year-old child on World of Warcraft.
Oh my god.
Yeah, talking about you want to talk about watching your children on the internet. So this
World of Warcraft be ruining families.
Yeah. So this guy meets her on World of Warcraft and he persuades her to message him on Discord. And they have messages going back and forth, and they weren't explicit, but they certainly implied wrongdoing, and that the man, 31-year-old Thomas Ebersole, knew what he was doing was wrong, right?
Yeah.
So he drives 14 hours to Ohio, picks up this girl, brings her back to Florida, and the parents opened up a missing persons case in Ohio. And the only reason she was found was because they knew of her World of Warcraft account. So they were monitoring it, and they noticed that it came online, and they pinged the IP address at this guy's house, right?
Lord.
And then his World of Warcraft account came online at the exact same IP address at his house. So the FBI sends a message to the Marion County Sheriff's Department. They go to his house. At first he denies it. Then he hangs his head in shame and comes back out with the girl.
Lord.
You said he tried to marry her? How was that gonna work?
I don't know. But
Age of
yeah, he
consent
tried to marry
or
her. Not 16.
I'm sure all over the U.S. it's 18 and without parental permission.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be surprised in some of these states. They ain't got no boundaries.
Oh yeah, I know a few states that don't have boundaries, but that's beside the point.
Age of consent.
And
Look, 16 years of age in Ohio.
Oh my!
He
Oh,
should
is it really?
he should have just married her in the metaverse.
That's true.
Never knew.
How to evade the law.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So yeah, age of consent 16.
that's crazy. But it ain't in Florida. It's 18 in Florida.
That's crazy because that's the one place I would expect it to be 14.
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. Crazy stuff happens.
But,
Oh, man.
Anything else for us?
Yes, one more thing. So, just a little bit of information, not really anything going on, but if you're into, if you want to learn a new language and you don't know how, you don't know where to start, I'd suggest checking out these few games, right? So I got a few games on the list. Let's see, we've got, this one is free 99, so no charge to you, but it is called Earth Lingo. So I played it, I'm not going to lie to you, and it's not for me, but what you do is it's an open world setting, and you have to stop these aliens from destroying the planet, right? But so you go up to different objects, you click on the object, and it tells you whatever that object is in the language that you desire to learn. And so you select your language at the beginning, and it just goes through the whole game like that. And it's a weak storyline. There's not really much to it, but it's an open world setting, so you can click on bookstores, cars, people, sidewalks, whatever you want, and it'll just give you a list, or it'll tell you what the thing is.
Well, that's pretty.
That's
different
pretty
way
cool.
of, tackling language
Yeah.
learning.
It
I'm
is.
gonna have to download that.
It is. It wasn't for me because I like to be guided, but in my learning, I like to be guided. I don't want to just go around clicking on different things, not really having a structure.
Yeah.
But yeah, for people who don't like structure, for people who just like to go around looking at different things, seeing what the words are, and make a plan of their own, Earth Lingo is definitely something for you. Another honorable mention, Lost Abroad Cafe. So it's only got a few languages on there, but you pick the region in which you want to open up your own coffee shop, and customers come in and they speak only the language that you desire to learn, and you basically just serve them in that language, and you learn what the different stuff is in that language, and you pick it up like that.
I like that one too because it reminds me.
Yeah, I like that one. It's like an immersive kind of.
Yeah, definitely immersive.
That being on Overcooked, learning a language.
Oh
Oh my god.
yeah, Overcooked in a different language? I couldn't. I could barely do it in English.
What was that game called?
The last game I just mentioned was called Lost Abroad Cafe.
Lost Abroad Cafe.
Yes.
I appreciate those. I'm always willing to learn.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
And for those RPG, sorry, I got one more.
Okay.
Just the last one. For those ones who like RPG, there's one called Newcomer, still in early access, but same thing. You choose your desired language and you go through this fantasy RPG, and you basically learn the language through that. So yeah,
Like
I didn't play that
like,
one, but
like create a character, go through their storyline, so to speak.
yes, yeah. You have. I don't think you create your character, but it goes through a specific storyline, and you've got tasks like conversation tasks. You have to complete the conversation in the specific language, and there's a combat system as well. So I didn't get to play it, but I read reviews. People were happy about this game, especially with the new updates that are coming out. It's called Newcomer.
Yeah. Everybody's trying to appeal to us gamers. They called us nerds in the beginning, but here we are. Everybody's tailoring everything to us.
Mm-hmm.
Are they ruining the day?
Yeah. I swear. Anime, ruined anime. Most didn't even want to tell you what they were watching. Being inflamed. But now, it's in mainstream. People wearing shirts with anime figures on. Even the ladies got stuff with, anime on it. Just out here.
I know.
But
They called us losers in high school. Now look at us.
Then again, I wasn't the one through Naruto running through the hallways. So
There's a line.
yeah,
Oh man.
absolutely
Yeah.
a line. Couldn't it be me? All right. Well, thank you, Chef, for giving us those.
You're welcome.
Different ways of learning. Always enjoy it. I know one of us in here is trying to learn French, so I'm pretty sure that will help her in her endeavors.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of her, Snow, what do you have for us today?
Panic. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm going to be talking about The Sims. I come with some information about the latest expansion pack, and also some drama, and then some interesting builds for y'all. So the first thing I want to talk about is For Rent. It's the new expansion pack. It actually came out December 8th, so I'm a little late to the game. But I played this today, and it's really good, but it's very buggy. And a lot of people are having a hard time figuring out how to get their Sims into their rental properties. And so I have a little infographic kind of, it was actually just a screenshot from Facebook, but that can tell people how to move their Sims in and get going with their residential rental properties if we want to post that.
So, when you move into these rental properties, who are you? I'm guessing the Sim has to have an occupation in order to be able to move in. So, who are you paying money to, or there's an option to be a landlord?
Yes, you can either be a tenant or a landlord, and there's some interesting little Easter eggs that they've added in, the tenants, if you get a low enough rating as a landlord, all the tenants can rise up and revolt against the landlord. Another fun
What?
you can make plans with the other Sims in your apartment building and
Can
overthrow the landlord.
the landlord fight back?
I don't know.
Evict them all.
All of you demons will be on the street, as far as I know. It won't be like this. Just pay what you owe me.
And no, you don't need a job to rent. Pretty much, you just
Make it in there.
collect.
Oh, we had mutiny already. We had mutiny already. How are you getting into my building and you ain't even got a job lined up? And then you gonna have the nerve to revolt against me? I'm sorry, I'm taking this story a little bit too personal. Go ahead. Go. Sorry.
So, Yeah, you just select the property and you move in, and if you're late on rent, then they keep adding charges, I guess. And you also have a rating as a tenant. So there's
okay, so it must be like an automatic system.
it's an automatic system, yes, because like I don't know how the algorithm specifically works, but like if you make your sim do like a mean interaction to somebody, it will just keep following that path. Does that make sense?
Okay.
If you put it on a path, then it'll try to go that way. And then one of the other fun little features of For Rent is that your sim can die of mold. But
So specific.
as a ghost, this sim can like fertilize your gardens and like spoil food on the counter and stuff like
Wait,
that.
Okay, so the sim died to mold,
Uh-huh.
and now the sim as a ghost can now wreak havoc
Mhm.
in my space.
That is actually standard. So if you have a sim that died of like fire per se, they would be able to light things on fire.
Wow.
If you have a sim that drowned, they leave puddles everywhere, and I'm pretty sure that they can affect like the sinks and the toilets.
Can you hire a priest?
No, not. I'm sure there's mods
Oh,
for that.
no.
We need an expansion pack for that.
Mod is probably your way to go. And then y'all saw the drama that's going down. There's not. The reason why I said that I would explain this later is because I wanted to get y'all's reaction when I said this. There's not much context.
What are you doing?
She's posting asking about how to fix a certain mod. So if you put that picture up there, you can see that like the sim is like, it looks like she's holding a phone, but it's not there. And she's like, what do I do? And not a single person answered her question. Everybody was like, what? And then you profile dive and there's worse. Do y'all want to see?
Yes, please.
Okay. I am sending these right
Just
now.
for context for our one viewer,
Mhm.
the picture that was sent, this lady is wearing what I would assume to be a crop top, but her breasts are so big that it's more just like a bra, I guess. Like waist is snatched to oblivion.
Yeah.
Her shorts are not really. It's comical. Like it's
Oh yeah.
ridiculous. It's like
It's called Alpha CC, like Alpha Custom Content. And so there's two types of custom content. There's Maxis Match, which makes it look like your regular Sims game, and then there's Alpha. And this is just really poorly done Alpha.
and she's playing.
That's
like
an
that.
opinion. I think this is extremely well done. You can't even fit to the doorways with them thighs, boy.
Sorry.
God. I didn't even see the new pictures.
Oh.
She's playing
Yep.
like this. First of all, the audacity to just throw that up on there and be like, I fixed my phone. Let's talk about
I
the
know.
other problems in the room, lady. The phone is the least of your worries.
I swear. Everybody was like, I profile dived and I wish I wouldn't have. So there's that. And then the last thing that I have for y'all is some interesting builds. And I'm going to be sending these right now. So here is one that's called Monstera Manor. And this person, I wish I had the EA tag right now, but I can have it next week for us. But it's a whole house, and the top picture is with the roof on, and then the bottom picture is with the walls down. And so somebody built this all on their own.
For context, we're looking at a house that's built in the shape of what I would assume is a leaf.
It's a Monstera leaf, yes.
A leaf.
And then
Okay.
the last interesting build I have for y'all. Somebody built Bikini Bottom.
Well, this is where I want to play.
Really?
Yes.
You have my attention. What? I love it.
Isn't that so cool?
That's awesome.
So yeah, the first picture is the Krusty Krab. The next one is inside the Krusty Krab, and then the last picture is Patrick's Rock, Squidward's statue, and SpongeBob's pineapple.
Yeah.
Now find me a house built like that woman.
Here we go.
Yeah. That's just. That's ridiculous. I mean, everybody plays differently, I guess.
Yeah,
She's opened herself to being judged by posting that. So
I swear.
I hope she makes it out all right. Well, thank you for sharing those delightful stories.
I like the builds. They're cool.
Thanks.
Huey, my dear boy, get off of mute and give us them footnotes. Because you know how we like them feet.
Show us the feet. Yes.
Jeez. Okay, there are some topics that came up this week. So, for gaming PS Plus for January of 2024, there's 3 games. A Plague Tale Requiem, Evil West, which is a third-person shooter, and Nobody Saves the World, which is a shape-shifting action RPG. The second topic is, so Jack Black announced on his Instagram page that he'll be playing Steve in a Minecraft movie. So the Minecraft film is targeting a release next year for 2025, and it will also be starring Jason Momoa and Danielle Brooks, who played Tasha in Orange Is the New Black, and she was also in Peacemaker as well.
Did they say who Jason Momoa will be playing?
Yeah. I'm checking now. I'm not, because I don't play Minecraft, so I'm not sure if any of the character names are in
There
the
aren't
game.
really character names. I mean, there's just like Steve, and then there's the girl equivalent for it. They don't even talk. So I'm interested to see what they do with this.
I wonder, like, how would it go? Do you think it'll do well? Like a live action? Well, they haven't announced if it's
Wait, live action?
animated. They haven't announced if it's animated or live action yet. They just said,
I don't see live action working, but animated could be cool.
yeah, because it's not announced yet. There's not much revealed yet about the project. So it
I
says
gotcha.
Jason Momoa, Danielle Brooks, and Sebastian Eugene Hansen have signed on to play characters named Dawn and Henry, respectively.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry. We were just talking about.
Jack Black's starring as Steve in a Minecraft film.
Okay. Jack Black is a great voice actor, but I did not know Minecraft was getting a film.
And there's no
I
announcement
was
of it.
saying, no one talks, so I guess they're just making up a story for it. Or maybe they're gonna do like the Mario movie where they just kind of base it on the game, so you're like a survivor. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, they're gonna have to craft a story from scratch. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't see this going very well.
They're gonna do live action, and then Jack Black's gonna get that square body.
How are you gonna do live action? That's what
No, I
It's not
don't know.
announced.
I
That's
don't
the
know what
Point
they're
of
doing.
Minecraft.
They haven't announced whether it's animated or live action yet. There's not much revealed yet about the film.
They have a synopsis on IMDb. It says the moment Ender Dragon sets out on a path of destruction, a young girl and her group of unlikely adventurers to set out to save the overworld.
that basically tells us nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Basically.
don't tell us what that story gonna look like.
Nope.
I just feel like there are better stories out here that can be told. Well, I guess it's for the children. The children are not gonna care. They just want to see their Minecraft on the big screen. And Jack Black is a good actor. Also, like I said, he's a great voice actor, judging by how he played
Mhm.
Bowser in Mario.
Oh, people love Bowser.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I loved that.
I won't be watching it, but well, I don't know. Maybe I'll force all of us to watch it. And then we'll review
Oh
it.
yeah.
Hot pass.
And you'll be there. Continue on though.
Don't forget his role. Don't forget his role. He did well as well in Kung Fu Panda as well.
Mhm.
That was a good performance of voice
what?
acting. Kung Fu Panda.
Oh yeah.
It's a
definitely.
DreamWorks animation film. Also, so earlier this week, PlayStation released the upcoming games for 2024, which included Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, Like a Dragon, which is part of the Yakuza franchise. The two big games stood out for me in the upcoming games, which are kind of confirming the 2024 release, which is the Silent Hill 2 remake, and of course, and Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and that's a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So those are the two big, or the two remakes that are pretty much confirmed as a release date for this year.
I am extremely excited about that Metal Gear remake. I didn't get to enjoy the Metal Gear series when I was younger due to having very strict parents. But absolutely, and I refuse to go back and play with polygons. Sorry, I can no longer do it. But yeah, that's great. I'm also just concerned about, because I was reading about this as well, they're still going to have the original voice actor voicing lines, but as far as I know, they're not recording any new lines. So I'm thinking that they're like the original voice actor's going to be there. He's just coming in redoing his lines, or are you telling me that y'all are just going to use the audio from the old game and push it over to the new one? Because I'm like, how is the lips how is the syncing gonna match up for that?
They're probably use the audio clips.
I'd be interested to see how they go. Well, all we can do is wait.
Maybe they'll do the silent protagonist, your favorite.
Oh my god. You know what? They got away with that in Skyrim. It didn't really bother me that much. But I absolutely hate when the protagonist does not talk. It just bothers me. I think they even did in one of the Call of Duty games. I was like, what's happening? My character doesn't have a voice? But yeah, continue on.
The final topic that I have, so this is in regards to Activision Blizzard. So the CEO, the former CEO, Bobby Kotick, he recently left as CEO of Activision Blizzard, and once he left, there was some people that had negative things to say about him. One who was Christina Pollock, who was a programmer. So she previously worked on the Call of Duty series and worked 2 years as a programmer at Demonware. She said, she alleged that the CEO in the first month that he threatened to have an employee killed.
Yeah, our boy Bobby was not a good guy. I have already, just throwing it out there, I had already made a video before this one talking about him and his extensive abuse. So that video has already been up. But yeah, he is. There's nothing to. There's people are celebrating him leaving above everything else. I mean, somebody dying.
Yeah.
Actually, somebody did die because at Activision Blizzard because the harassment was so bad at the company. She committed suicide. So, yeah, not a good look.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, and she also did say that the former CEO did make the Call of Duty games worse because of his behavior. Also, another person also criticized him because of the way Overwatch 2 panned out. So Andy Belford, who was working on Overwatch 2 at the time, he mentioned that there was concerns about, because Overwatch 2 was review bombed on Steam, but they were constantly ignored ahead of the launch.
Yep.
Also, Belford also mentioned that he allegedly cost teams months of Overwatch 2 development time, and he wants to blame a decline in the stock price on the game itself.
Yep. Wasn't a good guy. Just out there. He was business savvy, but he was not a people person at all. I just don't understand. You don't have to be evil. Anything else for us, Huey?
No, that's all. It is unfortunate about all the stuff that happened because it was rumored that he was sent off with a golden parachute of at least 15 million when he left, which doesn't look good.
He'll be fine. He's 60. He left with 15 million, and Buddy's floating on a mound of cash.
Yeah. Well,
He'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Because of the stories and the behavior that happened at Activision Blizzard, it looks unlikely that he'll get another role in the game industry.
well, from some of things, good.
Wait, say again?
Huey? Sorry.
No, I said it's unlikely that he'll get another role in the game industry after everything that's happened, like at Activision Blizzard.
I think he's done. I mean, that's retirement, ain't it?
With that money, you go. Pretty sure it is.
Alrighty. Did you discussed upcoming games, right?
Yes.
Did you talk about The Last of Us?
No, they didn't. I did see in the news they mentioned there was a difficulty they was about to release.
Yeah, it was January 19th, so right around the corner. The Last of Us Part 2 remastered with some upgraded visuals and a new roguelike survival mode. I love Naughty Dog, but I do not. We're getting these remasters of games that already look great. Like, for a second when I read that, I was like, wait, I thought they had already made a PlayStation 5 version.
That was for Last of Us 1 remake.
No, they made The Last of Us Part 2 PlayStation 5 as well, didn't they?
Was that really on the PlayStation 4? Is my memory messed up?
Which one? The first one or the second one?
Second one. Came out in 2020, so
It was 4 and 5.
yeah. Initial release date was June 19th, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many other games that could use a remaster, man. I'm talking about, like, we need to dig deep into the PlayStation Classic collection, start remaking
Oh,
of that.
yes.
All of
Yes. 100%.
There's money to be made. You need to bring back all of those games that were just fantastic back in the day. Bring them up to graphics, remake them from the ground up. That's where your money's at.
Mhm.
It's back there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Just look at all those PlayStation 2 greatest hits, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
They're greatest hits for a reason, you know?
Bring them back.
It'd make the premium tier actually worth subscribing to PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, exactly. Did anybody in here play fighting games? Tekken 8 will be out January 26th.
I will be buying day one purchase.
Are you day one? You a fighter?
I play Tekken. I play Tekken 7.
Oh, okay. But do you play it though?
I mean, like competitively.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't play for money. I mean, I play online, but I don't play seriously.
We're gonna hop on
Like, I'm not gonna be one of those people.
hands and, like,
I'm not gonna be one of those people like that has those custom-made Tekken joysticks in my room playing it. I can't do that
I mean, you can't do that. There's always a way.
because I've seen gamers in actual like events they use it, but I couldn't do it myself. I'd just rather play with a DualSense controller. I'm fine with that.
But yeah, I can understand that. I prefer to have a controller with just about everything. Unless they force me to use mouse and keyboard. But is that all you have for us, Huey? Anybody else
That's all.
have anything?
That's all the news for. That's all the news I had for this week.
I have a question for y'all.
Sure.
So I saw this. This is a meme I saw. You have an avatar-sized budget to adapt one video game into a movie. What video game are you adapting?
I already said God of War.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like that's a.
Is it? Are we choosing it? Is it like an entire franchise or just like one game from the franchise?
whole franchise if you want to.
The entire franchise.
sure. That works for me.
I'll just have to go for GTA.
Yeah, I can see that. Well,
I say state of emergency.
oh yeah, you've been asking for a remake for that game for a while.
Oh
That's such a-
yes, of course. Yes, that's my game, man.
That's such a hipster answer.
What are you talking about, hipster answer?
Certified hater.
I know.
Getting toxic in here.
No, I just think they're just better games they've released. That's all.
There are better games. There's always going to be a better game, Huey. But that's my game. You feel me?
Like I put State of Emergency next to like their table tennis game that they released.
That's disrespectful. But I'll let it slide this time. You don't know.
You got beef with that game?
No, it's just not one of my favorite games that Rockstar's made. I mean, they made a lot of great games, but State of Emergency is not the one I go to. I either go to like GTA or Manhunt or Red Dead Redemption or Midnight Club.
He could just call you basic for picking GTA.
Mm-hmm.
No, but GTA is like a large. It's been around since the late 90s.
And
What's that got to do with anything?
So there's a massive catalog. Like so many stories that they've done.
I think at some point, like, some of these games don't need a movie adaptation because they're already interactable movies. The Uncharted series did not need a movie adaptation. But to be honest,
No.
The Last of Us didn't need a series. I understand he wants to bring, a larger audience to his series, but it really didn't need that. It was great playing through it. Yeah, I just feel like some of these things don't really need adaptations. It's just a waste. And
It's for the people who don't want to play it but want to consume the media, I would assume.
No, it's only because like we see so many flops. That's why.
Yeah,
There's been so many flops.
Like
Resident Evil. There's some that wasn't as good as the game itself.
Oh yeah, that's valid.
And I'm still disappointed by Max Payne. To this day, I'm always disappointed.
I'm excited for the Max Payne remake, and I think they got the right studio to remake it. So, yeah. Anything else? Any other caveats?
No, that's cool.
All right. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. And we'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace.